Yeah, glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no breaks. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gold. You get in this place. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Heard his self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live in that. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole stage red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Put your boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. Add first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more than measure. Shave the extras, that's business, starter fees, street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the BBS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
You already know what the question is. Facts. And we is here. We back in action. You know I'm talking back. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page, share social media. What's good with everybody in the building? What's happening? Tap in. You need. Y'all already know what it is. What's good with everybody, man? How y'all doing this evening? It's Monday evening. It's raining right now in my city of Columbus, Ohio, man. I don't know what it's doing out Charles way, but it's raining out this way. It's a perfect evening to have this discussion. What's happening? What it do, man? You know? Right? What's going on with everybody, man? How you doing? Right? You know? Hey, man, pause over the whole show. Pause. Right? This is a topic that I've touched on periodically over the years, especially my people on Facebook. Y'all know I've been addressing this, you know, and you know, we just recently was talking about this. I think last week, if I'm not mistaken, or sometime in the not too distant past. We was just really talking about this, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna come up again. We're gonna talk about it when it is necessary to do so. You know, let me hurry and do this real quick though. All right. We just was talking about this guy and this guy in the picture next to him. Right. On the right, we have Barack Obama, aka Barry Soetoro. Right. And to the left of him, we have Larry Sinclair. Right. Larry Sinclair is a self-proclaimed professed gay man who came out while publicly while Barack Obama was running for president back in 2007, 2008. And he made these claims that he had a homosexual relationship with Barack Obama while he was the senator. And he tells the stories of when him and Barack Obama allegedly engaged in sexual acts with each other while participating in the usage of cocaine. Daniel Valencia, what's happening with you, man? We ain't seen you over here in a minute, man. What's going on? My brother Daniel Valencia in the building. What's happening? Yeah, and that's the story. Larry Sinclair said that he used to engage in sexual acts with Barack Obama in the senatorial limo. Said they used to smoke crack with each other and do coke with each other. I believe Larry Sinclair. Yes. Yeah, everybody been exposing this dude, man. Like, you know, it's so easy to do, right? Larry even came out with a book. And I spoke on this last week when we talked about this. He also came out with a book, right? No, not Larry LeClaire. Let me put this in there, maybe now. Yeah, there we go, right here. Let's see if we can find it. There we go. That's the book right there. Barack Obama and Larry Sinclair. Cocaine, sex, lies, and murder, Jack. Let's get a better picture. Oh man, this guy. All right. So Larry Sinclair came out with this book. Very suspicious indeed. How a guy who is said to be an Olympic level swimmer, outside of being a very good chef, how is it that he was able to drown in a pool right? That wasn't even 6 feet deep. I think that's very strange myself. But Larry Sinclair wrote this book, and it's called Barack Obama and Larry Sinclair, Cocaine, Sex, Lies, and Murder, Jack. Right? And Larry Sinclair has had threats on his life. Right? When all of this first came out back in 2008, or should I say 2007, you know, people were saying that Larry was making it all up. People were saying that, or it was coming out that he had a criminal history. So they were saying due to his criminal history, he's not credible. Right? Now, mind you, the fact that you have a criminal past or criminal history does not invalidate, nor does it make you incredible all the time. I'm going to just say that. I'm going to just say this as well. Barack Obama has never tried to sue Larry. He's never tried to hit him with libel or defamation of character lawsuits. Right? And let me let y'all know something about these people. All right? They will sue your ass. So the fact that Larry Sinclair has never been subpoenaed for any of this stuff, kind of telling, right? Kind of telling. And I wanted to start the show off with that because I think it's very important to know this bit of information because Larry Sinclair is around to this day. It was alleged that he was unalive a few years ago, but as you see, he's still here. And he's been interviewed by Tucker Carlson. He's been interviewed by lots of people, you know, and let's just say I believe Larry. Right? I believe Larry. But outside of Larry making these claims and these accusations, which Barack Obama has never addressed publicly, never acknowledged publicly, right? And from a political standpoint, I can understand why he has it. But at the same time, from a manly perspective, I don't understand why he hasn't. Right? It would be easy to just dispel such rumors, right? Wrong. Because Charleston White is right. Now, whether you like Charleston White, agree with Charleston White, whatever is irrelevant. When he says the stuff he says as pertaining to Barack Obama, he is absolutely correct. And recently on the platform, Charleston White was asked about Obama, and he said what he said. Dan Patrick, what's happening, man? Right? And y'all know we're going to get to it, man. Y'all know we're going to get to it, man. Right? You know, everybody might, like I say, feel however they feel about Charleston White. But like I say, even a broken clock is right twice a day. Right? And when he said what he said is absolutely true. Right? Oh, man. Right? Tap in, walk with us, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell. And I hope y'all answer the question, man. It's a poll question, man. Participate.
Man in the world. That would be, you should have threw a boy in the mix. I'm so glad I didn't have a boy.
Yeah.
Because he would have been a Barack Obama.
It's like baby Barack. It would have been amazing.
No, I would have felt for him.
So now she's not afraid to speak her mind on this man.
And people think I'm being catty by saying this. It's like there were 10 years where I couldn't stand my husband. And guess when it happened? When those kids were little, right? But the minute we had kids, it was like, where are you going? Start measuring. It's like, how many diapers did you change? And, oh, you're golfing?
God dog it. It's so hard for me to speak from the heart because I know people are going to get mad, but I'm going to say it. Barack Obama, in my opinion, he can't be trusted because I believe he has a fetish for men. And I
pause. Shout out to Dan Patrick in the comments section. Dan Patrick said, of course, Barack Obama's gay. Barry sleeps with Big Mike. We call that person Michael Michelle allegedly. Right? Now, like I have said before, and I'll say it again probably, I don't know if this person is in fact a man or a male. Right? I just question if this person is in fact a female. And just like I said earlier, man, I mean, you got some people who are of the mind frame of this person don't have to prove this, don't have to prove that. I beg to differ. I think a person that is much in the public eye or as much of a public figure as Michael Michelle allegedly Obama Robinson, right? I absolutely think that this person needs to prove this. Just like I agree with Candace Owens when she's going on her tirade, her campaign to expose Brigitte Macron. And I did a show on that not too long ago too. And no, Daniel Valencia, they're not adopted from Morocco. No, they're not. They're right here in America, right? From right here in America. And their mother or father is none other than right? Right. Their parents aren't. They're not from Morocco. They weren't adopted from Morocco. No. Sorry, Daniel, they weren't. Right. Right. But when it comes to their real parents, right? When it comes to their real parents, oh not at all. Not at all. When it comes to their real parents, Dr. Martin Nesbitt and Dr. Anita Blanchard, this doesn't get discussed, right? And I always ask this question too. I've done it for years on Facebook and amongst people I know. I got $1,000 for anybody who could produce a picture of Michael Michelle allegedly Robinson Obama pregnant. Right? I got a stack for you. Right? A few years ago, somebody tried to hit me with some Photoshop shit. Like, I don't know what Photoshop is. Like, I didn't go to the Ohio Media School where I studied such things. I know all about Photoshop and camera angles and how things can be made to look like they are what they are not, and how people can make to look like they're saying something they're not. miss me with all of that, right? But these are their real parents right here. Dr. Martin Nesbitt is the head of the Obama Foundation. Him and Barack go way back to their days at Princeton, right? Right. Now, Anita Blanchard, oddly enough, worked with Michael Michelle allegedly at the Chicago hospital where Michael Michelle allegedly was the director. Anita Blanchard worked directly under her. And at this hospital, and this is why the Obamas have a bad rep in Chicago, Michael Michelle allegedly was the person who oversaw the what I've come to find out is the black side of Chicago Hospital. Basically where the poor, disenfranchised people who are Medicaid go to. And Michelle Obama and Anita Blanchard were the ones who made decisions on if people of color, due to their insurance lack thereof, if they got medical attention. Sad to say that Michael Obama, under this person's word, under this person's say-so, lots of disenfranchised black folks in Chicago were refused service for these very reasons and purposes. Dr. Anita Blanchard worked there with her. Him, them, they, I don't know, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, all of that. His mother is a U. Yeah. Barack Obama's mother, Ann Murray. Yeah. I keep telling y'all, man, people don't get elected as president. They get selected as president. And it ain't nothing different with Obama, nothing different with Biden, nothing different with Trump. Please believe it. So, yeah, do your due diligence and you can go down that rabbit hole. These are their real parents, right? When you see pictures of Sasha and Malia, right, with the Obamas, what you'll notice is that, right, now look at this, man. And I tell people all the time, man, this is what I say. This is what I be saying. Look at pictures of Sasha and Malia when they're with Barack and Michelle Michael, allegedly. They always juxtapose Malia next to Obama and Sasha, Sasha next to Obama and Malia next to Michael Michelle, giving you the impression, manipulating your vision into thinking that the one next closest to the parent is the one to which they look like. And a lot of people say that Malia looks like Michael Michelle, and I say absolutely not. She does not look like that person. She absolutely looks like Martin Nesbitt, though. Spitting image. And Sasha looks like her mother, Anita, spitting image. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that at all, right? Like, come on, y'all. Like, y'all gonna look at this little girl and look at this guy and tell me that this chick looks like this person or this guy? And Sasha don't look like neither one of them, right? Neither one of them. right? I'm talking about Malia looks just like Martin. She's the spitting image of this guy. After seeing her next to this dude and then seeing her next to Obama, you can't sit up here and tell me, man. That's what I'm saying. We be made to think and believe things, man. And y'all don't understand camera angles, and y'all don't understand how images can be made to look like something they're not. Right? Like, they don't look like them, man. They don't look like them. They just don't. Right? They just don't. Right? Now, I don't know how long somebody think they can hide something like this, you know? But, hey, man. See what I'm saying? Now, let's be honest, man, with ourselves. Now, y'all look at this picture. And notice how I told y'all, whenever you see pictures of them out in public, like pictures of this nature, they always put Malia next to Michelle Michael, and they put Sasha next to him, giving you the impression that this girl looks like this person and this girl looks like this guy. But when you actually look at them, they don't look like either one of these people, man. You're not going to sit up here and tell me that you honestly think that Sasha or Malia look like either one of these two people. Not even remotely. Not even vaguely. Right? Huh? Not even remotely, not even vaguely. Right? Now, they're interconnected with these people. Like I told y'all, Martin was the head of the Obama Foundation. Anita worked with Michelle Michael allegedly for a nice amount of years at the Chicago hospital, where they both were overseeing a part of the hospital that took on disenfranchised, poor, Medicaid having Black folks, where they were the deciding factor if these Black folks got medical attention. Right? Right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Let's get back to Brother Corey. Y'all already know, man, we come over here, man, we're going to break it down, Jack.
I believe if you have a fetish for men, you really can't be yourself in front of people.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't out of line. Who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant.
You got Trump, you got Obama. What do you think about Obama? How much did Obama do for the Black community?
Nothing. Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
You don't think he did a lot of good for the Black community?
He didn't do nothing.
He didn't change your life positively? Like,
He changed.
But he's black.
He spent 8 years. He spent 8 years giving the homosexual community all of our civil rights.
Facts. OG, what's happening, man? Yeah, I already showed y'all. And I've been saying this for years too. And I stand 10 toes down on it. All right. These are their real parents. Martin Nesbitt, Anita Blanchard. Malia looks like her father. Sasha looks like her mother. One thing for sure, two things for certain, neither one of those little girls, or they grown women now, look like these two at all. Not even a little bit. Right? You did. Let's go. And this, you know, it's only so long you can hide stuff like this, man. But Charleston White was right. The only thing Obama did for black folks is give you niggas Obama phones. Outside of that, he did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Matter of fact, all the legislation that he did, in fact, pass that didn't help out rich folks or the corporations or the banks, he helped out the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda, not the black community. He didn't do jack shit for the black community. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And when I get into this conversation with y'all so-called Democrats, y'all always say or want to say that Barack Obama did this for black people and did that for black people. I say, well, name one thing he did that benefited us. Name one thing. I rest my case. Right? And that wasn't just for us. That was for everybody. That was for all basically working class poor folks. Right? Medicaid is available for everyone who applies for it. You know, I would rather have a first aid kit than to have Medicaid. I'll gladly pay for my insurance with work from where my job is at, where I work at. Very great insurance, not that expensive, very affordable, and yeah, way better than Medicaid. Medicaid sucks, right? But you can't even say he did that specifically for black folks, because he didn't. I'm talking about, what did Barack Obama do as allegedly the first black president, specifically for black people? What legislation under his watch was passed? What House resolution? What Senate bill? What executive orders? What executive directives? What's the difference between executive directives and executive orders? What executive directive or executive order did Barry Soetoro pass that benefits solely us black folks and no one else? I'll wait. You can't name it because it doesn't exist. The truth of the matter is, he did nothing for black folks. Absolutely nothing. And the fact that some of y'all black folks will sit up here and actually try to defend this guy as if he did and can't even prove it, that just lets you know how mentally challenged a lot of us are. Or should I say have become. Right? Let's go, man. Smash that like button, click on the subscribe page. Fair use, fair use.
You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or whatever, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
Man, shut up. See, this is what I'm saying about this dude, man. That statement right there is the reason why Barack Obama is a fuck nigga, man. Hey, yo, Dan Patrick, you gotta relax. This is why I say Barack Obama is a fuck nigga, man. Fuck this nigga, man. Real shit. So you mean to tell me, according to Barack Obama, us men, straight, free-thinking, heterosexual, critical thinking, masculine men, we need to have a fun boy as a homeboy in the event that someone we know, our son, nephew, whoever, may grow up to be a fun boy. We should befriend or have in our friend group fun boys to put us up on game, pause, so we can be able to have telltale signs and clues and information and knowledge on what to look for if our son or whatever is showing signs of being a fun boy. So we can better understand things from their, man, shut that weak out. I'm not understanding shit from no fun boy's perspective. If it ain't strictly business, I'm talking about involving some paper in exchange for goods or services, right? I ain't got no reason to be interacting with no fun boys. Don't desire to, don't want to, ain't going to. Why would I? What T.I. say, if it ain't about the money, right? If it ain't about some money, some business, I don't want to even be in the same room as fun boys, right? And I'm not a basher. Listen, man, I don't hate fun boys and fun girls. I don't hate them, right? It's not in my heart to hate them, especially the ones I don't know, right? Now, I strongly disagree with and dislike their lifestyle choice, but that's my right to do. But individually, no. Like I say, I know some fun boys who I grew up with, went to school with, cool with to the extent that our relationship from when we went to school as schoolmates is still intact to this day. And if I see certain people who I know, I'm not going to shun them. I'm not going to be like, ew, don't talk to me, you're a fun boy. I'm like, oh, what's up, how you doing, bro? But I mean, that's about it. Respect. But am I going to be hanging out, kicking it? No. And it's vice versa, right? But this is why I say this dude right here is a fuck nigga, man. Right? This guy right here, this is why I say that he's trying to shame us or manipulate us into thinking that in order for us to better understand, like we gotta understand fun. I don't need to understand a fun boy. What I gotta understand anything about a fun boy for, other than the fact that they're a fun boy? I don't have to contemplate how I'm saying or what I'm saying and how it might make a fun boy ass dude feel. I don't care. I don't give a damn how a fun boy ass dude feel. One, it's none of my business. And two, I just don't care because I don't have to. Just like a fun boy absolutely doesn't have to care what I think or how I feel. And I would encourage them not to. My man OG say you need straight fathers, uncles, and older cousins to be father figures so they can show you the principles and morals of being a man. Obama keeps trying to bring the rainbow in straight circles, and that's a fact, OG. And I'm going to repeat what my brother OG said. You need straight fathers, masculine, manly men who stand on manhood principles. These are the guys we need showing our young brothers what it is to be a man. If you take pipe in the bunghole, pause, you're not a man. If you suck dick, you're not a man. Flat out. And I don't give a damn how any of you funboy ass niggas that may be watching this feel about that. Once you decide to take eggplant in your bunghole and suck eggplant down your mouth hole, you are no longer a man. You a male, but you ain't no man. You want to know why I say that? Because I'm a man. My brothers that tap in with me are men. And none of us would ever, under any circumstance, resort to any type of fun boy activity for any reason whatsoever. And that's a fact. All my brothers tapping in, all my masculine, manly men, put a number 11 in the chat if you agree with that. Right? And this is why I say, man, this dude, Barry Soetoro, man, they snuck him in real slick. They used him to usher in UN Agenda 2030 protocols because they knew under any other president that wasn't black at the time he was selected, they knew that we wouldn't have accepted it. So they put a black face on it so we could accept it. And what is the main tenets of the United Nations Agenda 2030 for global sustainability? Gender equality. Right? Now, y'all see my brothers throwing up them 11s. We stand on manhood over here. Masculinity, manalytics. Shout out to the homie Sir Ism. My brother Sir Ism coined that phrase, get your manalytics together, man. Your manalytics, man. Right? A fun boy cannot teach another young man how to be a man. Fun boys aren't men. They're males, but they're not men. And I want y'all to understand that. I want y'all to know that there's a difference. This is why I make a difference between females and women and males and men, because there is a difference. They're not the same. Similar, not the same. Every man is a male, but not every male is a man. Every woman is a female, but not every female is a woman. That's exactly what it is, Daniel Valencia. Niquay, what's up, baby? We got my baby Niquay in the building. UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability is all about global population control. All 17 sustainable goals at their core are based and rooted in eugenics. Y'all thought eugenics was dead? This dude right here, y'all voted for this dude. This is why I don't vote. I know and found out a long time ago that my vote, particularly my black vote, don't count for shit. Am I telling y'all not to vote? No. Am I ridiculing or clowning y'all for voting? No. It's your right to do. You make it do what you want to do. If you think voting is going to change anything, if you actually think and believe that you are voicing your opinion and you actually have a say so, I mean, you can think that all you want. Right? We got proved in 2000 down there in Florida that our black vote don't count for shit. And we got proven in this election cycle with Biden and Trump that the black vote don't count. Because most of y'all black folks voted for Kamala, sucked her way to the top, Harris, and she failed. How did y'all ever think that she was going to get selected before a white woman would? Is just beyond me. My man Dan Patrick said, shit, I voted for Kanye West. I know that's right. Right? Tap in, man. Come on, y'all. We got to start using our critical thinking, man. Right? We got to stop denying what's right in our face, man. Barack Obama ain't one of us. He's black by default, not by culture. He ain't FBA. If he was going to say he's a black man, we could say that he's a tether. Or is he even that? Huh? Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page. This dude right here take pipe. Pause. He ain't no man. And he damn sure don't represent us. Let's go.
Who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
So apparently we've been doing it wrong, you guys. Who knew? Who knew that to raise emotionally intelligent boys that they needed gay friends? I mean, I was.
Pause. Right? Pause. You see the mind fuckery going on here? You see the manipulation going on here? This is what Barack Obama was put in office to do. Now look at all this stuff going on now. Now they was running, Kamala Harris running, talking about we're going to give inmates sex change surgery. We're going to put tampons in boys' bathrooms. We're going to allow big 5 o'clock shadow having burly men in dresses read stories to school-age children in school. We're going to let these people adopt kids. Basically, we're going to give them, like Charleston White said, all of the civil rights that's supposed to be meant specifically and solely for foundational Black Americans. Nobody else. But here it is. We don't get any of the benefits, but everybody else do. And all the people, all y'all illegals specifically and especially, all y'all illegal immigrants who come to this country, our country, that want to suck and siphon and leech off of our hard-earned tax dollars. And then y'all got the nerve to call us lazy. Trying to tell us we don't have culture. And the only reason why goddamn it, Afro beats is even popping is because of its hip hop connections and roots. Yeah, man, that's what old boy was talking about, man. Kamala Harris's old her running mate, whatever dude's name. I can't remember dude's name. Stupid ass boy. Talking about putting tampons in little boys' bathrooms. Why? Little boys do not have periods. They do not have a menstrual cycle. They do not have ovaries. They do not have fallopian tubes. They don't have a placenta. Nor do they have, goddamn it, a uterus. Right? So why would you put tampons in the boys' bathroom? I told y'all this LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda ain't got nothing to do with allowing people to be who they are, express themselves who they are with their sexual, with their gender or their gender identity or whatever the hell y'all want to call it nowadays. It ain't got nothing to do with allowing children to be who they are and who they want to be and all this crazy ass fun boy shit. No, it ain't got nothing to do with any of that. All of this LGBTQ, LMNOP, barbecue committee agenda stuff is all about It's all about confusing people, specifically the youth, about their sexuality, about their gender, so they get used to coming up in a society where there is no gender. Hence, Facebook has 78 different genders that you can identify yourself with, and you can use more than one. Now, if that's not utter confusion, I don't know what is. But who's the author of confusion? The devil is a lie. Right? A big, fat, stinking lie at that. Pause. Let's go.
I was today years old when I learned not wisdom, no, not fathers, not faith, not a strong role, a male role model rooted in truth. No, just sprinkle in some LGBTQ representation and boom.
We still need a little bit more. So Dr. King and them fight wasn't for integration. It wasn't really to take the Jim Crow signs down. The initial fight, and it lasted for a while. The initial fight was equal rights and equal protection under the law. The Asians now have equal rights and equal protection because they have an Asian hate bill. You can't do nothing to Asians. The Jews, very well protected. Black Americans, not so.
I think it's about time that your boy Obama go back into hiding.
That's a fact. Asians got a crime bill, a hate crime bill. Yous got one. Latinos get hella benefits. Hell, even Africans get more benefits than us. Ain't no crime bill for us. I don't see the police often Latinos, often Mexicans. I don't see police gunning down Africans in the street. I don't see them doing it to Asians either. But we ain't got no crime bill for us. Right? All them white boys running up in churches, running up in Tops grocery store in Buffalo a couple years ago. Huh? Killing nothing but black folks. Why no crime bill for us? Why no hate crime bill for us? Do I gotta start naming names? Ahmaud Arbery, Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, George Floyd, Freddie Gray, Michael Brown, Oscar Grant, Philando Castile, Casey Goodson Jr., out of my city. I mean, I could keep going, man. Right? Why no hate crime bill for us? Huh? Can you answer that question? Dan Patrick said, there's no crime bill because black is not a race, but it's color. This is why culture matters the most. Culture consists of history, traditions, code of conduct, blood lineage, and identity. That's a fact, Dan Patrick. That's a fact. Let's get back to the video. Smash that like button, click on subscribe to the page. Hey, man, y'all know we're going to break things down over here, man. We ain't just talking out our ass over here. We're going to break things down to the very last compound. Smash that like button, click on subscribe to the page, man. Support your interest, man. We monetize over here. Hit that $, man. Put something into play. Right? Support black male media. You know what I'm talking about? Support black man media.
I don't care about your story about your, professor who was a part of that community and used to put you in check and all that stuff. I can only imagine what subliminals you're talking about. However, my son don't need someone like that mentoring them
at all.
He has me, just like I had my father.
So when I look at Obama, he had an opportunity, but he wasn't raised with a black American. So he don't connect with us. He don't relate to us because he's not a black American. He come from an African man who had a baby with a white woman overseas and raised by his white racist granddaddy and his loving white grandmama. He grew up at school dating white women. Like who you date, your mama?
You lost all credibility there. And I know you're still going to have a large chunk of the Democrat Party who's going to rally behind you because they don't really like masculine men anyway. But you and Michelle.
See, everybody knows. See, and I'm about to play this video too. Those of us who have eyes to see, who do our due diligence, we know this. We just wait for it to come out. Much like how Candace Owens knows about Brigitte Macron. I just did a show on that not too long ago too, right? I know a lot of y'all don't like Candace, and that's all good. Y'all don't have to, but she's an awesome journalist. She's a proper journalist, and she does her due diligence. And she was sued by the Macron family, but the case got thrown out because not too long ago, the French government ruled that the two journalists who put this information out threw the case out. So judges don't throw cases out if somebody is undeniably libeling somebody or defaming their character and can honestly and obviously, without a shadow of a doubt, be proven to do so. Yeah, y'all I'm glad you pointed that out, Niquay. Don't ever forget the 3/5 human law, right? The reason why America can do to us black folks what they have been able to do is for lots of reasons, but one main reason is because we let them, right? That's the main reason. And since we have never been deemed humans, right? Human beings, or should I say, live in the flesh to these people, this is why they can do whatever to it. This is why we ain't got no crime bill. They don't consider us to be a person, per se. Right? Now, I'm not even going to go off into that tangent because that's not what the show is about tonight. Right? But, yeah, that's one of the reasons why we don't got a crime bill. Because they don't consider us to be a person. They don't consider us human. This is why it was so easy for them to do what they did to some of our forefathers and foremothers back in the so-called slavery times. Evil sons of bitches, right? Let's go.
Can go somewhere else with that. Because black people are not buying it. And it's crazy because those same black people that come to my page and call me all types of names like Coon and Sambo and all this stuff because we're talking about Obama is the same people that would allow their children to be put in harm's way.
The most perplexing thing that Barack Obama said is that he actually understood the sexual orientation of his instructor. Well, let me put it clearly. I've had instructors on every level of my education, and I never once pondered, thought, or understood what they were doing in their personal life. It didn't come up because it's inappropriate. So I'm wondering, how did this relationship come to pass? Fueling these...
This is the stuff I be talking about, man. Like, how could you put yourself in the mind frame of a fun boy ass dude if you're not a fun boy ass dude? Like, listen here, man. I'm a masculine, manly man. You hear me? I have never once contemplated the thoughts or the mind frame of what a fun boy thinks. I don't, man. What type of shit is that, man? Pause. Why? Why would I? Like, I mean, it's 2025, man, and just like I tell anybody who asks, well, why does it matter? It matters a lot. It matters a whole lot. But to those of us who know, who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, man, we ain't fooling us, man. I know a fun boy when I see him. Barack Obama is sweeter than bear meat dipped in honey, man. That's what Pops used to say back in the day, y'all. Shout out to my Pops, man.
Rumors, man. He's never going to get over these rumors that we've been hearing for the last 20 years about him and good old-fashioned Michelle. And it doesn't help that every time she had in the past, she just kicked his back in and let us know that she wasn't happy with him. It is perplexing, isn't it? The fallacy that you have to either know or be a part of that walk of life, not to abuse people who are on that walk of life, is absolutely ridiculous.
It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Very disrespectful, if you ask me. Right? Daniel Valencia said, especially at that time, no one openly talked about that. So Obama was spotted as one by the professor. Yeah, man, this professor knew. Barack Obama, freaky ass, probably was getting extra points, man. Freaky ass boy. Like we don't know fun boys when we see them. That boy's sweeter than beer meat dipped in honey, man. Right?
So Obama could not relate to the Black American struggle coming from the Nigger slave. He's not a seed of a slave. So why would he cry with us? He went and cried with his people, homosexuals. He gave
those are his people.
Them his people. Man, them his people.
Stop.
You saw what he, man, listen.
You think?
Yeah, he gave them the world. Yeah, them his people. How you recognize your kind? By their actions. Homosexuals got actions. That's how you know they're homosexuals. He with his kind.
You're saying Barack Obama's gay.
I'm speculating.
What
based on his mannerism. He wasn't tough enough in the White House. George Bush was tough. Andrew Jackson was tough. Every motherfucking body was tough. Except him. Get along, go along kind of. Man, we don't need no president to get along and go along. So Obama could not relate to the Black American struggle coming from the Nigger.
That's a fact.
Saying Barack Obama's gay.
I'm speculating.
What
based on his mannerism. He wasn't tough enough in the White House. George Bush was tough. Andrew Jackson was tough. Every motherfucking body was tough. Except him. Obama could not relate to the Black American struggle coming from the Nigger slave.
He can't. He ain't like us. Right? Contrary to popular opinion. He ain't like us. Nothing like us. That's why he ain't do nothing for us. He did everything for the fun boys, though. Right? Did everything for the fun boys and the fun girls. Right?
So Obama could not relate to the Black American struggle coming from the Nigger slave. He's not a seed of a slave. So why would he cry with us? He went and cried with his people, homosexuals. He gave
those are his people.
Them his people.
Man,
them his people.
Stop.
You saw what he, man, listen.
You think?
Yeah, he gave them the world. Yeah, them his people. How you recognize your kind? By their actions. Homosexuals got actions. That's how you know they're homosexual. He with his kind.
You're saying Barack Obama's gay.
I'm speculating.
What
based on his mannerism. He wasn't tough enough in the White House. George.
He wasn't tough enough in the White House. Let's get back to brother.
I see and hear resentment.
We already seen that. All right.
Y'all, I don't even know why I'm reviewing this video, but we're going to go ahead and watch this video with the Patrick Bet David podcast in Charleston White. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll get right into it after the intro.
You gonna come bring this to our bloodline? No.
You know your history. It doesn't matter who you date, as long as they love you. Because at the end of the day, I'd rather have you be loved by another race than be with someone within your own race who doesn't love you.
If you want to lead us, each with their own kind. White America would never pick a white. Why you think that boy got kicked out of England with that black woman? You gonna come bring this to our bloodline? No. Hell no, man. That's why mama them said you don't go over there and have no baby with them people. You stay over here. Red birds and bluebirds don't fly together, but they both birds, each with their own kind. You can't be mad about that. So Obama could not relate to the black American struggle coming from the N-I-G-G-E-R slave. He's not a seed of a slave. So why would he cry with us? He went and cried with his people, homosexuals.
Those are his people.
Them his people.
What you?
Man.
Them is his people, man. Them is your people, Barry. Them is your people, bruh. And not deer meat, Niquay, bear meat, bear meat, bear meat. Of course, Barack Obama, aka Barry's father bloodline, is not tied to the descendants of slavery. Of course, it's not. Right? Of course, it's not.
Stop. You saw what he, man, listen.
You think?
Yeah, he gave them the world. Gave them his people. How you recognize your kind? By their actions. Homosexuals got actions. That's how you know they're homosexuals.
He said homosexual.
He with his kind.
You're saying Barack Obama,
even though he's married to a whole black woman, and he had.
And like I say, I question that. People always say to me, because I can, that's why. I question it. I have zero proof that that person is an actual female. None. What? Because the kids ain't theirs. And if I'm not mistaken, Michael Michelle came out and said publicly that when it came to giving birth to Sasha and Malia, she had in vitro fertilization or some shit like that. The person said, I don't believe that shit. And I don't believe it because I don't have to. One, I don't have to. Two, there's no proof proving that Michael Michelle Obama is in fact a female. None. Zero. So, whatever.
Children
Sue me.
With that black woman, he's gay. All right.
Was gay.
I'm speculating.
What
based on his mannerism. He wasn't tough enough in the White House. George Bush was tough. Andrew Jackson was tough. Every motherfucking body was tough.
Andrew Jackson. Wow. Wow.
You gotta get different perspectives. Come out. So you can make a well-rounded decision about what you're being told.
This is how you know, like, people don't know history and they just say shit. And it's all like, if Andrew Jackson was the president, you...
stuff, but you got to think it's context in what he's saying. Andrew Jackson was a very ill president. I'm gonna just say that.
And this is how he gets paid, by just saying wild shit. It almost makes you think, like, why do I have any integrity in my platform? I should just go on different shows and just say wild shit. Anything anti-black, anything coonery, anything, just being ignorant, just showing the niggatry. Like, it's easy to make money. This man is making money being this goddamn ignorant. And I don't think he actually believes in what he's saying. He knows, like, these people love it because Patrick, he's eating it up. He's like, they love seeing black people act a goddamn fool. And this.
Well, he ain't lying about that. Right? He ain't lying about that. Right? Yeah, and that's my thing, Dan. But listen, no, man, a Freudian slip is if you did it like once or maybe twice. But I could show, and I was going to get to that too. I was going to get to that. You can't call more than 10 times on different occasions, accidentally calling somebody or saying Michael and I. You don't do that. That's not a Freudian slip. That's you breaking character. Right?
Distinguished guests, and men and women of the finest military in the world. Most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah. Michael and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's deployed today. All of you have performed extraordinary. All of you. Jack, who's deployed today. Also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's deployed today. Michael and I also want to acknowledge Michael and I also want to.
Not a Freudian slip, man. Sorry. All right. Boy, sweeter than bear meat dipped in honey, man.
Distinguished guests,
that boy sweeter than
men
molasses.
and women of the finest military in the world. Most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah. Michael and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's deployed today.
Like, how long are y'all going to continue to deny this, man? Michael and I. There's no way, and you can call it a Freudian slip if you want. Fair, right? No. Why would a guy who's a man, masculine married man, to an alleged black woman whose name allegedly is Michelle, why would he ever call her Michael? Right? Like, it just don't make sense to me. Right? That's not a Freudian slip. You don't refer to a woman as a man, even though their names may be close in pronunciation. Right? Right or wrong? This nigga's a fun boy, man. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You would never refer to your woman as a man, even mistakenly. Ain't no Freudian slip. If your girl, your wife's name is Keisha, you would never say Kevin and I, Keith and I. You would never say that. Right?
Joan, don't you feel ashamed of yourself?
Right?
Michael and I also want to acknowledge Michael and I. Michael and I.
Hold on, y'all see that? Michelle Obama mother dies, leaves inheritance to my son Michael. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Right? 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 It does, and you're right. It just doesn't happen amongst straight, heterosexual, masculine men. We would never make such a mistake. We would never make a mistake. I would never refer to my woman as a man's name. Not even accidentally, not high, not drunk, would I ever say, hey, say for instance, if my girl's name is Tiffany, I'm not going to say Tony. Right? No man would do that. Even if your girl's name was Michelle, which is basically the feminized version of Michael. You would never call your girl Michael. If her name is Michelle, you would never refer to her as Michael, ever. Never. You would never do that. Right? Hey, yo. See? Michelle Obama opens up about miscarriage, IVF, and marriage counseling. Oh my God. Hey, yo. Right? Michael and I. Right? Right?
Miss Rivers, how are you? You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
I'm so excited.
Okay.
And I should do very well because I don't charge.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman
we
president?
already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay. She does
the first gay president or the first woman
we already
president?
have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
Obama.
The United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
Rest in the essence of Auntie Joan, man. I love Joan Rivers, man. Right? Rest in the essence to Auntie Joan Rivers. Now, the one thing I always will say when I refer to this video clip right here is those of us who are of a certain age, we all are very familiar with Auntie Joan Rivers. We know she had a very raw, uncut, raunchy comedy style. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, what we all remember about Joan Rivers, those of us who know, is we can tell when she's joking and when she's not. Right? Let me just ask y'all a question. Matter of fact, just do this. Put a number 11 in the chat if when you first seen this video, you thought Joan was joking. You thought she was playing. Let's run it back.
Miss Rivers, how are you? You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
I'm so excited.
Okay.
And I should do very well because I don't charge.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman
we
president?
already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a tramp.
Dead ass serious. No, not joke. She wasn't even laughing. She even cracked a smile. She was dead ass serious. Like my man Dan Patrick said. She was dead ass serious. Oh, and if anybody knows this, it's Auntie Joan. But she's not the only person to say this. Right? Anybody watching that clip, anybody who has seen that clip, anybody who is familiar with Joan Rivers' comedic style, when she was asked that question right there, we all knew that Auntie wasn't joking. Less than 2 weeks later after she said this, she was fucking dead. Right? She went in for a routine checkup, had a clean bill of health prior, no cancer, no heart situations, no bad knees, no nothing. Auntie Joan, for to be a woman of her age, was a very, very moderately healthy woman. I think she had a bit of cancer or something she just got done beating, which is why she was going to the hospital to check up on that. But mysteriously, she ended up dead. I think complications with diabetes or something like that. Allegedly. I don't believe it. Right?
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my God.
She said, we all know. That's the key words that's always going to stick in my mind. When Auntie Joan said it, she said, we all know, meaning we in this circles, we in the upper echelon of society, we know this already. Y'all just don't know. Right? And this is why I say, y'all, we got to start looking at what's in front of our face, man. Right? Now let me throw another little tidbit out there, right? Throw another little tidbit out there. If Michelle Obama allegedly is in fact a woman, Right? Right? And I'm not saying that this person isn't a woman. I'm just saying I don't believe it. Or should I say I don't see anything that convinces me that this person is. Right? What's that damn book called? Let's see if I can get it right here. Well, I'm gonna pull it up on the screen for y'all, man. Right? Right? Let's see if I can get a better picture. Right? Yeah, her brother, Craig Robinson. Her brother used to be the head coach at Oregon. Right? Yeah, I see it. You know, I pay attention to everything, Dan Patrick, man. OG said Joan knew a lot of stuff and wasn't afraid to expose it. She had one of the top talk shows on TV. Yes, she did. And Craig Robinson is very, very feminine. He used to be the head coach out there at Oregon, man. Oregon State. Right? Now, check dig this is right here, y'all. Now, how many of y'all know Michelle Obama wrote this book right here? Right? Let me see if I can get it clear. They tell on themselves. She wrote a book called Becoming Michelle Obama. And then she also co-authored a book, The Michelle Obama. No, she wrote this book, The Michelle Obama Certified Guide, or what is it? Basically, the Michelle Obama. What's the name of this damn book? Right? The Michelle Obama Transgender Guide by Richard Saunders. Right? This book was co-written with Michelle Obama and some guy named Richard Saunders. Right? Now answer me this question, y'all. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like y'all, this is what I'm saying. We have to look at what's right in front of our face, man. Now, why would a woman who's a heterosexual, feminine woman, who is a mother allegedly of 2 girls, why would she be advocating coming up with books that are the guidelines or giving guidelines on what it is to be transgender? All y'all Obama fans, all y'all Michael Obama fans, explain this to me. Rationalize it. Make it make sense, as the saying goes. Why would a straight heterosexual female woman who is a mother, why would she co-write? Why would she give insight? Why would she write a book that is basically the guideline book for people who are transgender? Why would she do that? And why would she then write a book called Becoming Michelle Obama? You don't become who you are. You are who you are. Right? I didn't become Virgil Berry. I was born Virgil Berry, and have been every day up until the current moment. I could only become a better version of myself. I did become Stacks. Understand the difference? So like I say, man, y'all, like people can sit up here and it's like I say, man, I give y'all factual data and information to go check up on for yourself. Now, does this book prove that Michael Michelle Obama is in fact a man? No. No, it does not. But what does it do? It definitely puts into question if this person is an actual female. Because why would a female, allegedly the level of a Michael/Michelle allegedly Obama, who advocates allegedly for specifically Black women's rights and Black women to, you know, be strong Black women and promote femininity and all of this stuff. I think it was her that started that Black Girls Rock initiative in the White House when they was in office, when Obama was in office, along with her, what's it called? Get Moving initiative, allegedly encouraging kids to be fit and active. Right? Huh? So Charleston White was right. Not only did Barack Obama do fuck all for Black people in America, he did everything for the fun boy community. Everything. The reason why the current state with the fun boys and fun girls is now is because of Barack Obama. The reason why we gotta go, we see flags, rainbow flags in front of establishments, Barack Obama. The same reason why our tax dollars are funding sex changes and hormonal therapy is because of Barack Obama. Right? The reason why Don't Ask, Don't Tell came into fruition was because of Barack Obama. Right? And I say this to Michael Michelle allegedly Obama. If you are in fact a female, a woman, prove it. Yes, you absolutely have to prove it. Now, right? Our opinion ain't got to mean nothing. But the fact that Michael/Michelle allegedly never addressed this publicly is very telling. Right? You notice if you ever see Michael Michelle allegedly being interviewed, notice nobody ever asked this person that question. Notice how Michael/Michelle allegedly won't ever be on any non-mainstream platforms. Notice how this person has never been interviewed by someone like me who's going to ask the real questions. Right. Like my man Dan Valencia, public figures have to prove themselves to the public, unlike private civilians. And the reason why it's important, the reason why it matters, the reason why they got to prove this is because they were in the highest office of the land, of the world, all under the false pretense that this person is indeed a woman, female mother, and that guy is a straight, heterosexual, masculine, black man who came out of nowhere. One of very few niggas that graduated from fucking Harvard. Top of the class, law school. Never practiced law a day in his life. Straight from law school to being a so-called community organizer. What the fuck is that? Right? Because if I was to interview, I guarantee you when people interview Michael / Michelle Obama or Barack Obama, I guarantee you one of the things in that list of questions to not ask is this. That's why this person won't come on a non-mainstream platform. Because they know the level of scrutiny. You think Michael / Michelle allegedly doesn't know about these rumors? If they are such? You think this person ain't heard this shit? Plausible deniability. Right? And with that being said, I'm going to drop the link. See if one of y'all brothers and sisters want to come up here and spit your game and talk your ish. Right? Hey, man, it is what it is, man. And like I've always said pertaining to this topic, I can't wait for it to fully come out. Oh, it's going to come out. It's definitely going to come out. Right? When? Yeah, who knows? Right? But like I always tell y'all, don't take my word for anything, man. Do your due diligence, man. How do you become that which you already are? You mean how you became Michelle from Michael? Why would a feminine heterosexual woman who is a mother and a wife, why would she co-write a book that is a guideline to how transgenders can be identified and how to conduct themselves, or how to conduct yourself when engaging with a transgender? Why would a straight heterosexual woman who's a wife and a mother co-write such a book? Why would a alleged woman who so-called allegedly stands on womanhood and promotes and advocates for women empowerment, why would she co-write a book that does completely away with all of that by allowing men, males, to dress up as women and identify as women? And y'all voted for this broad. Y'all said if she would have ran for president, my fault. If this person would have ran for president, all y'all's black asses would have voted for the person. Shoulders broad as hell. Rocky ass shoulders. Shoulders about as broad as mine. Now, if this picture right here don't look like a nigga in a dress, I don't know what to tell you. And all y'all dudes out there that be saying Michelle Obama is bad, man, pause, man. Pause. Exactly, Daniel Valencia. Only a person who's a transgender can co-write a book concerning guidelines on how to conduct yourself as a transgender, what it means to be transgender, to live your life as a transgender. I always thought Michael Michelle Obama was an old burly ass broad, an old square shouldered ass, strong jawline having ass dude. It just don't make sense to me, man. My whole point is exactly. Whenever you see pictures of Michelle Michael allegedly and Barack next to each other, Michelle Michael allegedly towers over him. especially when that nigga got some heels. Oh, shit. Hell nah. Oh, man, we about to get up out of here, man. Listen, we got the sports show coming up tomorrow, right? And we're going to be discussing a lot, you know, a whole bunch, specifically, namely, this boxing match that Clarissa Shields just had, you know. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Share on social media. I mean, thanks everybody for coming out and tapping in tonight, man. We're about to get up out of here, man. Everything about Michelle Michael allegedly is more masculine than Barack Obama. Everything. Right? Appreciate y'all coming out tonight, man. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, man. You right here with your brother and your brother. I appreciate that. Thankful for that. Tap in with us tomorrow, 9 o'clock. You already know what it is, man. E&E Sports Tuesday. E&E every day, all day, no days off. Y'all know what it is. See y'all tomorrow, man.
In the hat.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings. All black everything, we got black tea. All black coffee, man, I don't add cream. North give you all you need, no more caffeine. Close down the whole set, no more casting. Remove targets off our back like a black team. We keep growing up the game like a black team. Your girl got a problem with me, then get at me. I'm tired to a bumper, now you got a drag queen. You can't stop me, you old as jalopy. This is past me, and I got it photocopied. Caught up on film, flow tracks are sloppy. Trying to attack me, you a carbon copy. I see the heat like 10 million blocks, and I charge for a hook, put me in a penalty box. Man, I'm killing the ops while I look at my watch. All hands on deck like the time on the clock. Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black
Keep
kings.
my grass cut low to catch a glimpse of the snakes. Devilish serpents with purpose to steal your cake. Smiling in your face while they got their eyes on your safe. Yeah. Boy, that hatred, man, they make you do some foul things. Switch up on your niggas like the numbers when the Dow change. When I'm with familiar, still a grind like a broke. Take it for granted, should be gone in the proof of smoke. Better put your plan in action, niggas get to use the whole. Formulated the plan, calculated the steps. Yeah. 2020, my vision, see my way to the check. Get it. Only way is up, I made my way to the steps. Let's go. Look, only way to move is building kingdom shit. Niggas won't make a move, want you to bring them shit. But God bless the child that can hold his own. They want to give you numbers in his cell like a mobile phone. But fuck a cop any wicked judicial system. Cause niggas on the edge, there for you to push. Bullets loaded tight up in that magazine. Bring a nightmare to American dreams.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black kings.